imagine getting a call from your boss saying that your current job title has been eliminated. So you're not getting fired, though. That you're just getting reassigned to a new role.
Well, that's not so bad, right?
Right?
It's happening to many employees, too, apparently across the country. According to a new Wall Street Journal report, layoffs are down, but employers are still finding ways to cut out jobs.
Companies like Adidas, Adobe, IBM, and Salesforce are doing more quiet cutting. They're reassigning employees as part of corporate restructuring. According to financial research platform AlphaSense, reassignments more than tripled over the last year. And the author of that piece is Ray Smith. He is a careers reporter with the Journal, and he's joining us now. Hey, good to see you. I thought this article was so fascinating, but it's also like, it just, every fear that you have as an employee, you know, when you start to wonder if something is going on around you, like this nails it. Except for probably a lot of people, too, who are still working remotely, so there's nobody to even talk to, you know, to get a sense of what's happening. So first off, let's just get the basics. Can you explain why companies are doing this? But you know what? Before you... I want you to give us more of an example of what we're talking about. Like, what are some of the examples of employees that you spoke to that found themselves being quiet cut, I guess?
Sure. They actually recounted getting that phone call or an email from a manager basically telling them your job has been reassigned and you will be doing this from now on, and basically take it or leave it. And so employees I talked to had a range of emotions when they got those memos. They were either, relieved that they still had a job, but on the other side, they were angry and confused, and they felt like the new job they had was either, lower status or lower pay or more responsibilities or something that they didn't even have experience in. And so they were really angry at the companies about this. So it was a range of emotions. One worker I spoke to told me that it actually took a toll on his mental health. So it's a range of emotions.
Yeah, like you gave an example of a guy who was in like management, and then suddenly they were like, well, you're in sales in this area that you know nothing about. Go ahead.
See, that's, initially, if you just kind of read the headline of it, you're like, okay, corporate restructuring,
right?
Like companies saving money, like you still get to keep a job, you still have your health benefits, potentially you still have your 401k, hopefully, it doesn't sound so bad, but as you're saying, this could be really awful for a lot of people.
Absolutely. And if you think about just people, how their identity is sort of tied up with their titles and the work that they do. And if you're suddenly being told, do something else, especially if it's a demotion or sort of lower pay, lower skilled, and then you have on top of that more responsibilities, it sort of sends you spiraling and wondering, what is the message that the company is sending to me, or what are they trying to tell me? Are they really trying to get me to leave or force me into this job that they know I'll be so miserable in that I'll eventually quit?
So then why are companies doing it? Is it kind of a low-key way of downsizing?
That's a really good question. No company will say this is why we're doing it, like we're quietly cutting people. But the bottom line is that it is sort of a reduction in workforce, almost in a passive-aggressive way. It's sort of like pushing you in this corner and saying, if you don't take it, you have to leave. And the bottom line is that if somebody who refuses a reassignment or eventually leaves after not liking the reassignment, once they leave, the company doesn't have to pay thousands of dollars in severance costs. So it actually saves them in costs.
That's infuriating to me in some ways, to be clear is to be kind. Like just tell me what I need to know. If I need to go look for something else. And the severance thing can be a really big turning point for a lot of people to get them over the hump. So, you're forcing people to do something that isn't necessarily good for anybody. I do think it's kind of interesting, and I've really wrestled with making sense of the economy the last few years. But a year ago, U.S. resignations set a record. We saw companies rolling out new titles, raises, you can work from home, just to keep employees from walking out the door. Now we're talking about this. What's changed?
That's a really good question. What's changed is that while the job market is still relatively strong, it's not as strong as a year ago. And so what that means is that if you leave your job, whereas last year you might have been able to find a new one in days or a week, now it's taking much longer to find a new job. So the job market just isn't as strong as it was a year ago. So that's the key difference.
Okay. Well, Ray Smith, thanks for breaking that down for us.
I know.
I hope none of us get reassigned
I know.
today.
I'm like, don't open that email. What if you just don't open the email and then just continue doing the same old job you were doing? Remember the guy in that movie that got fired but then never left?
Yes.
No one wanted to tell him. Thank you so much.
I think that was Office Space. Wasn't it?
Office Space, yeah.